How's it going out there in Vaporville, good people? What's up, Rob here, Old City Vapor. Again with another video vlog of sorts. Not really a juice review, not a gear review, not a review really. Just a little question and stuff like that. How you guys been doing? Having a good week? It's the weekend. It's pouring rain. It's Sunday. I was supposed to have a band gig tonight, and it's pouring rain, so we got canceled. Bummer. Needed the paycheck. Anyway, just watched some videos earlier, this past week. One of them that was really funny was a couple of reviews about the famous crab juice. Have any of you guys tried crab juice from, I believe it was Blue Mist Vaping? I don't think it's available anymore, which is a bummer, because I would actually like to try the crab juice, as nasty as it appears to be. Has anybody tried the crab juice? What do you think? Leave me your comments below. If you have some crab juice, I know there's some out there still somewhere. It's got to have plenty of steeping time by now. I'm still interested in trying the crab juice. The aged and petrified crab juice. Anyways, got me thinking. What are your top favorite juices? What is the everyday vape that you just pretty much have to have? If you had to get, for some unbeknownst reason, you had to get rid of all your juices, what are maybe the top 5 that you would keep, or what's the number 1 juice that you would keep if you had to get rid of everything? I'm going to go ahead and tell you my top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count, man. Do you believe it? My top 5 juices. I picked 5. I could say top 10 because I have several others that I kind of vape on a daily basis, but right now, at this point in time, this is my top 5. Not in any necessarily in any order, but these are the 5 juices that I vape pretty much on a daily basis. I always have them in a tank, on a device, or sitting, in a little tank ready to go at a second's notice. If you've seen my videos, you know the one I'm gonna say, which is Crankberry from Fusion Vapor. Love it. Gotta have it. It's one of my favorites by far. It's in a 3 milligram nic level. Crankberry from Fusion Vapor. Number 2, not in any necessary in the order, but another one from Fusion Vapor, which is called Nice Melons. Really like this one. It's slippery, as you can tell, but it's also in a 3 milligram nic level. Nice Melons. I like it. My wife likes it. It's one that I like to keep on hand at all times. And another thing I'll mention about the Crankberry, you see, it's that lovely blue, Heisenberg blue color. I did see a video like a week or two ago. Somebody had complained about they thought there was food coloring in some of the Fusion Vapor juices, and blah blah blah, and they were blowing through like some tissue paper or something, and Shane replied and said, yeah, there is some coloring in a few of our juices, blah blah blah. And if it's a big deal, you can always order them without the coloring. We'll be glad to make them for you without the coloring in it. My question was, if you're really worried about a juice that has some sort of coloring in it, why would you order a colored juice in the first place? Seriously? Anyways, just thought I'd mention that. What's your thoughts on colored juice? Comments down below. Number 3, again, another one from Fusion Vapor. You know, I love Fusion Vapor. It's really convenient that they're right down the road from me, but if they were 5,000 miles away, I'd still be ordering from them because I just love their products. And this one is Butterscotch Longleaf. This is a 6 milligram nic level. Love it. It is one of the ones that has kind of moved into my top 5 favorite vapes on a daily vape basis. And I've been getting a lot of Twitter people following me this week. Like, sat there empty for a long time, and this week alone I've got like 20 new followers, or 15 or something. Anyways, Butterscotch Longleaf moved its way up into the ranks. If you saw my video a week or two ago, I was sick right before Thanksgiving. Nothing tasted right. Crankberry, nothing tasted right. Everything was just off. Wasn't that the juice was off, it's that me and my sick taste buds were off. For some reason, Southern Longleaf really was the only juice that tasted good to me at the time. And since then, I've really taken a liking to it. It's become a daily vape. The Butterscotch Longleaf, a little bit sweeter than the Southern Longleaf, has moved on in there and kind of pushed one or two out of the way. Another juice that is one of my all-time favorites. I tried this a while back and really liked it. Only had a little tiny bit of it, and I've been meaning to get more. I've got more on order. It's a company that they're a little tricky to order from. They usually only open on Tuesday evenings at like 11 Eastern Standard Time. They only take as many orders as their quota, allows, or whatever as they can produce that week. And so if you miss it, you got to wait until the following week. It is a juice from Alice in Vapeland, the White Rabbit. Even got the little rabbit charm on there. I was lucky enough that I mentioned that I really liked this, and a friend of mine had some, and he wasn't, he said it was okay, but it wasn't his favorite, and he was like, "Here you go, man, you can have this bottle." And that was awesome, because I do really like White Rabbit. I didn't have any. I was jonesing for some. Like I say, I have some on order. Haven't got it yet. When I do, I'll do a video on it and a review. But really cool. My friend gave me this, and dude, you're awesome. I owe you one big time. And you know who you are if you see this. Anyways, White Rabbit is... this is an 11 milligram nic level, which is a little strong for me. I love it. I've been vaping it. This bottle's getting down there, but I spend an hour or two vaping 11 milligram, and I get the nic buzz going. I get the jitters. Anyways, rounding up the my top 5 favorites, and let me mention Alice in Vapeland. If you are going to order from them, there's another store that opened up in Texas somewhere. They thought it would be a good idea to name their store Alice in Vaporland. Change a couple letters, do the same theme, almost the same kind of script. That's just freaking lame. If you're going to order from Alice in Vapeland, make sure you get juice from Alice in Vapeland and not these posers that are riding their coattails. Along the same lines as that, speaking of coattail riding, to round up the top 5, this is another juice that is loved by many, hated by some, and some people just say they just don't get it. But it's a really popular one, well known in the vaping world. I happen to love it myself, and it's Boba's Bounty from Alien Vision E-Juice. And this is a 6 milligram Nic level. It's another one that I like to have. These are all 30 ml bottles. I like to have one that I'm vaping and one that's aging. Just like to have the backups of my, favorite juices. This is another company. There's another juice maker. I think they're called Alien Vapor E-Juice or something. And they actually have a juice called Boba's Bounty. And it's there again, man. Can't people have their own creativity and not try to grab onto somebody's coattails of a well-known, respected juice maker? That just lame. So if you're gonna get Boba's Bounty, make sure you get the real deal and avoid the poser company. So that's my top 5 favorites right now. And like I say, there's other juices. There's several other from Fusion that I like. There's a couple other from juices from different companies that I like as well. That could easily be in my daily vape top 10 category, at least top 8. I just decided to narrow it down to 5 if I could. So now that I've told you my top 5, I definitely want to know what your top 5 are. If you don't have 5, give me your top 3. Just the ones that you can't go without. And going back to the crab juice, a lot of people say that's the worst thing that they've ever tried to vape. So that brings up another question that I'm interested in. What's the worst thing that you've ever vaped? Don't be afraid. You can tell me. Some things that I love, you may hate. It goes back to that old, one man's junk is another man's treasure. Taste is highly subjectable. So I may love something, you may hate it. Or you may love something, and I may go, woof. So, saying something's bad doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad juice. It's just bad for you. So there you go. So with that being said, what's the worst thing that you've ever vaped? What just does not agree with your taste buds, palate, whatever? I'm definitely interested to know that as well. What's that one juice that you could just go the rest of your vaping life without ever even mentioning the name again? For me, up until this point, I've tried some juices that I didn't like. There's one in particular, and it's been the only one that I've tried that's just it's gotten worse. The longer I let it sit, the worse it got. And it was, if you've seen the video review I did, I felt terrible about doing them, but it is what it is. And that was maple French toast from Virgin Vapor. The stuff, it started out weird. It got weirder, and then it took the express elevator to some depth of hell that I never want to visit again. The last time I tried to vape it, I just about barfed on my desk. It was bad. And I don't in any way mean to say that Virgin Vapor's juices are all bad, because I know they're not. They're super well loved by tons of people. I would love to revisit the whole Virgin Vapor thing again, because I know they have some good juices. I actually had one in another order that I loved, but something happened to my order there that was just disturbing, to say the least. And I haven't ventured back into that realm of juices since then. But I would try them again eventually. Hopefully one of these days. Anyway, that's the worst thing that I've tried. It was bad for me. Anyways, so there you have it. My top 5 and my number one juice that was bad for me. It was horrible. So there you have it. Moving from juices to devices. What's the one device that you use every day? You know, I know a lot of us have mods that, you know, devices, whatever, that, you know, we got a collection. We got 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 different devices. What's that one that you use all the time? For me, you've seen it in my hand before. It's that little dude right there, the iTaste MVP version 2. I use the crap out of this thing. It's an inexpensive, you know, I paid, I think a little less than $60 for this. I had a coupon, got it from Mount Baker Vapor, and I had a $10 off coupon and something else. I paid under $60 for it. Been a great device. I know some people have had a couple issues with them. Me personally, I have beat the living crap out of this device, and it just keeps on going. It vapes great. It's variable voltage, variable wattage, has a ohm reader, has a puff counter. Who can't live without a puff counter? Me, but whatever, it has it there. I don't know when the last time I've actually looked at my puffs, but literally I've beat the crap out of this thing. I've dropped it countless number of times, whether it's just been on the desk and fallen over, or fallen over and off the desk, or several times I've dropped it from, you know, waist or shoulder high on the floor, and then I've dropped it on the cement, flat out of my hands, out of the truck. I've beat the crap out of this thing, and it still keeps performing flawlessly. So there you have it. That's my one device that I've considered buying another one of these, just in case this one ever does take a dump on me. I've got a couple mechanicals, several other devices. We got EVOD, SID, K101s, we've got Ego batteries, we got all kinds of stuff, but I use this every day. Battery life is insane on it. It just works great. The only issues that I've had with this is occasionally I'll get a tank. I don't have one here at the moment, or I would show you, but well, I do have something here. Unscrew. This is a Aero tank from Smoke Tank, which is a killer tank too. Metal and Pyrex. It's like $8. Pretty much just like the T3, but it's the Pyrex version or glass version. This is a Igo W without the beauty ring. Ain't that attractive? Not really. I put this on there. Non. Won't read it. There's a couple other tanks. I've got a Smoke Tech Pyrex and steel tank. Put it on there. Non. Won't read it. The only way it'll read it is if I put a 510 to 510 adapter on there. Not really a big deal, but that's the only problem I've had. I have run across a couple of tanks and stuff, or Addies, that don't work on here. My Aga T2 is another one that won't work on here without the 510 to 510 adapter. And it's probably something like the pin in there or on the device just gets pushed in a little, and it just doesn't make contact without that adapter. Other than that, all of my Pro Tanks, Pro Tank Minis, Pro Tank 2s, EVODs, T3s, Arrows, iClear 30s, iClear 16s, everything else works on here flawlessly. So there you have it. That's my my favorite device. It's inexpensive, Works great. Battery life is outstanding. I would really consider, I would love to have another one just to have for backup in case this one decides to give up the goat, take a dump, take a poop on me, whatever. Works great. So, there you have it. What's your favorite device? What's that one that you would consider buying another one just to have on the shelf in case your favorite device went south on you? That's mine. That's my video. 20 minutes now. I'll wrap it up and let you guys get on. Again, once again, leave me some comments. Tell me what your top 5 juices are. Tell me what your worst, most hated juice is. And let me know what your favorite device is. Why do I want to know? Because I'm nosy. There you have it. I want to know. So leave me some comments. That's enough. I'll let you get on your way. Once again, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting and sending emails and all of the above and below and whatever. You get my point. Anyways, appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys later.